Hi, I'm Jennifer for YSI. I've been reading about station models in my textbook, but have you seen these things? I mean, talk about confusing. A station model shows the weather's conditions at a specific location on Earth's surface. Information provided by station models and instruments in the upper atmosphere is entered into computers and used to forecast weather. In the upper atmosphere? What instruments go up there? I better talk to my friend Mike Stone. He's a meteorologist, so maybe he can explain things to me.
Now, these things are pretty involved, so you guys will talk to your teacher about some of the more difficult aspects of them, but let's just talk about them in terms of a general sense. There's a circle here. If it's colored in, it's cloudy. If it's not colored in, it's clear, and then fractions in between, partly, mostly cloudy. This is a wind barb. It shows the direction from which the wind blows, and how many hash marks are on here kind of dictates how fast the wind speed is. Temperature, dew point, the current weather, and then the barometer in terms of the pressure tendency. Now let's put a couple of examples on a map and we'll kind of show you different things. Now remember, the top number is the temperature, the circle shows whether it's cloudy or clear, that's the wind, and some of these symbols, that's the current weather. Now I'll step out of the way and you guys can kind of pick and choose the answer to this question. Now, which spot on the map, which one of these station models, is there absolutely no wind? In terms of no wind, remember we talked about the wind barb showing the direction from which the wind blows and the speed? Well, it's kind of windy there, a little breezy there. And let's see, the one in Florida, there's a little activity there, but look at this one in Ohio. No wind barb, so that's where there's absolutely no wind. Question number 2. Don't worry, you're not being graded on this. Yes, you are. Sorry, I misspoke. Take a look at this map again. Where is it completely cloudy? Remember we said the open circle is clear, a filled-in circle is cloudy. So the one that's in the plains, that's where it's completely cloudy. Next question, where is it the windiest? Now remember, it's the wind barb and how many hash marks are on there. So again, we're going back to the one in the northern plains. This is where it's windy, coming out of the northwest, and look at all those hash marks. That means it's really windy. Next question, where is it currently snowing? Now remember, what's to the left of that little circle shows what the weather symbol is. Is it the one that's over Ohio? No, that symbol is what we use for fog, 3 horizontal lines. However, here, we're going back to the northern plains. It's my favorite. You can see those snowflakes there. That indicates moderate snow is falling. Now in terms of weather forecasting, of course, we look at the weather maps with those station models that we talked about, the fronts and the jet stream. We also take a look at satellites. They're up in outer space and they take a picture of the U.S. and they show where the clouds are. And what we can do is we can loop them and show you what's been going on the last 6, 12, 24 hours. We can also use ground-based Doppler radar to scan the skies, see where the rain is. We can also even take a 3D effect to kind of see how big the storms are. We also use computer models. Those are fed from data which is sent up from weather balloons. Now, there's not a weather balloon everywhere. In fact, you can see not everywhere in the U.S. and even across Ohio, we only have one, and it's down in the southern part of the state. Now look at northwest and northeast Ohio. There's no weather balloon there. There's one in Detroit, and there's one in Pittsburgh. And look, there's a big lake in between. So when you kind of ask yourself, why isn't weather forecasting perfect? It's only as perfect as the data that goes into the computer models. In an instance like this, there could be stuff going on in between that the computer models miss and kind of average or kind of guess what's going on. So the science of forecasting is very advanced, but we still have a few little data issues that keep us from issuing 100% perfect forecasts.
Weather balloons? Huh. And with station models, each plot on the map corresponds to the weather in that area. It won't take me long to do my homework now. Thanks, Mike.